Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel. This is your love romantic reading for today. This is a bonus reading for you guys. This reading, it has no timeline, it has no time frame. I'll just put a special title on the video. If you're drawn to click the video, then I hope and I pray that you have a message to resonate and that this message will help you, clear your worries and concerns with regards to your love, romantic relationship, or dating life. All right? This is for the Virgo sign, please. Give us a message, please. Important message for Virgo for this collective breathing energy, please. Virgo, please. All right. Okay. So the Justice in reverse position, and it's next to Five of Swords in reverse. Sorry, I'm just gonna pick up the card. Something flew out, so I felt like taking this ones. Hi, Virgo. I felt like this has been coming up on your last two to three readings from my channel. Knight of Swords. So yeah, and these three cards flew out. So there's really a strong message in here. So your first card is Justice in reverse position. So it means that someone felt like it's not fair. Someone felt like they were treated not equally or unfairly. And so some of you guys, you were this could have been a discussion, this could have been a communication for the two of you, that there is a bit of unfairness, unequal kind of give or take, or attention that is that's been having an issue. That's one of your issues, is someone is not fair, something is not fair, something is giving, someone is receiving, someone is only taking but not really making an effort, some sort of an energy like that. But I felt like this unfairness, this unequal, kind of love attention or message, it's progressing to something in a place better, because the Five of Swords is in reverse. So this means to say there is a progress. There was justice is in reverse, the justice card in reverse. So it was not fair, and so you brought this up. Someone brought this up to someone to get their attention, and it has progress. Somehow it has, it's picking up, it's picking a good result, a good progress. For some of you guys, you felt like you've been taken advantage, or for some of you, you felt like there was some sort of a deceitful or deceptive energy. But now it's getting over to that, doubtful or suspicious kind of energy, or this just means that it is progressing. All right, so if there was unfairness, it's going to change, it's about to change, it's progressing to something more stable, more trustful energy. It's going to a direction where suspicion, lies, or deceptive energy is clearing out. And and the Nine of Wands is here to support what I said, that as you progress towards a more light energy, that you can trust this person, or you're in a more speaking term kind of situation right now. This will feel some sort of unburdening yourself, or someone is feeling like to unburden stuff that is weighing them down. So Nine of Wands is, in the past, it could be there was so many issues, there was a lot of confusion, and because you are now progressing into a much better, calmer situation, or deceptive energy or lies and deceit is clearing out. So you felt like the heavy burden that's been around you or your relationship, it's uplifting. I felt like there is a window opening, and a huge amount of your negative energy is coming out of that window. It is as if you're throwing it out because you felt the progress, all right? There is a progress. If it's not happening now, it will happen soon. So when that progress, that toxic or a release of an anxiety or a release of I really feel like a sense of you know something has come out of your physical body, and you felt like, whew, that was a relief that it is gone, it's progressing, it's, I can smile now, I could joke now, I could be in a, in a conversation to this person where we don't fight, but we could really we could joke, we could see now, eye to eye, and speak in a more soft and loving way, or more caring way, because you felt, a progress that you could, start to trust this person, or you start to connect with this dating or relationship again. So it's good. It's good. It's coming out from the darkness. It's coming out of that, that heavy energy that's been weighing you or this person for the last 2 to 3 weeks or months, because there was injustice. But if there was injustice, that injustice is turning to something fair, progressing, and then you're now unloading those emotional, negative emotional that has built up between the two of you. The Ten of Pentacles is here, Virgo, because I felt like, it's a progress. It isn't as perfect as it is, but this is some sort of a initial stage where at least you're over the main problem. When I say over the main problem, is that it has come out. You have pinpoint the problem. This is the issue. We have to accept it. We have to deal with it, and we are progressing to come out of this problem. It's not the best outcome, but at least we are progressing towards something better, versus, the past energy where you guys really felt like you can't stand each other. I felt like an energy here where, you couldn't stand each other. Every time you look at each other, you fight. Every time someone speak, it ends up to be an argument. So you're getting out of that kind of energy. All right, it's not perfect yet, it's progressing, and it's going really well for most of you. You and this person, so that's the four cards. These three jumper cards, I felt like, because you're connecting, this reading is really indicate that you guys are not gonna separate. There's a strong message here that, yep, in the past it was a struggle, but I felt like because of this progress, someone can trust someone now, and someone understand that, looks, this is a process. It's not the best stability yet, but if we do it together, we could get to we could get back to the dream relationship that we want, or commitment, the way we are before. And in the process of that building, rebuilding, reconnecting, or getting back together, there's a message here, and this is the three jumper cards, that you need to revisit some stuff. Like, I felt like for you guys, you need to revisit finances. All right, because Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. For some of you, it could be the finances that's the main issue here, or it could be time, or the effort of one person to the other. All right, so if you guys, you're now speaking, you're now progressing, you felt like there is an energy that you guys are going to get back to each other. You just really need to work it out, catch up on the things that you missed, and this card is a message, is when everything comes down, and there's less and less tension and friction between the two of you. This three cards is an advice that you need to revisit that, that issue about finances. You need to have a proper talk about that. Who's gonna pay? Who's gonna do this? Who's in charge of this? Whose responsibility of this? If this is not the actual money or finances, this could mean that you need to revisit a setup, a what is an effort for me, what do I expect from you, what do I need to give from you, some sort of an arrangement, I feel like. And what is your expectation, what is someone's expectation when they say a commitment, like what is my responsibility, how am I going to fit with your schedule, what will make you happy, that will work for me in my schedule, in my time, or in my finances, and maybe if we revisit, we talked about this, we work together, because Eight of Pentacles is working, all right? This is one person, working hard to build his pentacles, working hard to enhance his skills. So I feel like if you're still together, you have an individual responsibility to improve yourself, because when you know what you want and you know what you can give, then the two of you can make a more understanding of what you can expect to each other. So in short, this reading, it's not just about you patching things up. This is not just, I felt like this reading is not just a reading where this is the sorry, I felt like this reading, the main other point of this reading is that you guys are working to get things back together, all right? Two, all right? And another part of this reading is you need to individually work separate, of your life. You know what I mean? Because one person's life is this way, the other person is this way. So you need to be a bit like have a separate life, so that you guys could build something individual, that individuality that I'm talking about. It will somehow help you miss each other, or give more space, rather than being always together. Because I felt like one of the tension in here is that finances, because you're always linked up, all right? If that's if finance if it's not about finances, it could be time. Like you should, for most of you, give space to each other, so that you feel like, for some of you guys, you feel suffocated. You feel suffocated because one person, this is how I want it, and the other person, this is how I want it. So you're not meeting that, that agreement, that expectation of each other, because you have individual way of defining what's good for me, what's good for her. So aside from working, getting back together, you need to it's more of individuality, really. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you. It's more of an individual rework, revisit. Like, you need to set something up for yourself, because otherwise, if you don't figure out what is wrong and what is commitment for you, you will always go back with the same issue. You would go back with this. That's why I felt like the Knight of Swords is here, is to remind you guys that if you don't want this to happen, then you need to go back, revisit this topic about time or finances, on what works for you, what works for me. Don't just assume. For some of you guys, I'm getting a message like, study your partner, study your boyfriend or your girlfriend, how he works, how she works on a daily basis, or how she communicates, because she has or he has an individual life, and being together with you is another life, and then you have an individual life, and being together with this person is another sort of relationship. And yeah, so I felt like you need to work out a schedule where each one of you would have like a boundary. For some of you guys, there's so much message in here, like for some of you, you need to have separate friends. You're not all girlfriends or boyfriends or couple. They have the same friends. So you need to have a different avenue, a different set of friends, because somehow this reading affects this. Because if you have the same friends, if you broke up or if you don't talk, those friends are affected. So you need to have an individual set of friends or an individual hobby, an individual life where you enjoy that individuality aside from being together. That's really is the message that I'm trying to 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 emphasize here on this reading. And that's what you need to revisit. This what represents the Knight of Swords, to revisit that setup, that individuality, and define that. And from that individuality that you would come up, you would agree, then you go on what do you want to do being together moving forward. Okay, so that's for you, Virgo. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being here. I'll see you soon again with your bonus reading. Okay, thank you guys. See you soon. Bye bye.